What the hell are you doing around here? You here to trade? Oh yeah? Do you need something? The name's tags. Like the tags that they put on your toes in the followers' morgues back in Addington, if you catch my drift. Back home when I was a kid, I ran with a nasty gang. We ran our own little kingdom in the Angel's Boneyard until the army took us down. Oh, it was nasty shit. Most of us died. They put me in a cell and threw away the key. I grew up having to fend for myself in places just like this one. Well, I get to do whatever I want these days. It's a sweet gig. But I carry my weight too. I go out on raids, keep an eye on the perimeter, all that shit. One of these days, I'll take my skills on the road. See the world I missed out on since I got locked up. Maybe once NCR stops breathing down our necks. How about you be more specific? That would be Eddie. You can find him in the warden's office at the center of the yard. If you're looking for work, then he's your man. Hannigan's the best we got. He's in the infirmary on the first floor of the warden's building, at the center of the prison. Yeah, with Carter in B block next door. He does right by all of us, so he should be able to hook you up. Is that all? Yeah, and like I said, things are too tense right now. Eddie and the rest of the boys need me here. Maybe try helping out more, then check back. Yeah, sure.
Dawes said he let somebody in. So you going to give me a reason not to kill you and throw your body back outside? This is Powder Ganger territory, my territory. Most of the guys around here understand that. One, Chavez doesn't. Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traders on their own. Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him. That leaves you. What do you say? Chavez is the ringleader. Without him, his crew will fall apart, and I don't give a shit about those guys. Good. Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here. If you're lucky, and he's careless, he might still be there.
You just walked into the wrong camp, my friend. Hand over everything you've got and we might let you live. That's nothing new. Am I supposed to be impressed? Get him! Aha!
Hey. What? I'm happy you cleared that up for me, but we've got another situation to worry about. There's a merchant hanging around near the prison. Something feels funny about him, and I want you to deal with him. Shake him down if he's legit, but if not, take him out. Most people already know we run this territory and are usually in a hurry to get out. Not this guy. It's like he wants us to come get him. Better be careful around these parts. I hear there's powder gangers around and dangerous for merchants like me. You know, just filling up water and stuff. Guess I was a little too obvious. I'm actually a bounty hunter. I was hoping to bag some powder gangers if they tried to rob me. No, but there ought to be. I'm just taking the initiative is all. Not a whole gang or anything, just 2, maybe 3. I was a caravan guard, so I know how to handle a gun pretty well. It's about time one of you guys showed up. I've been waiting long enough. The NCR will probably give me a nice bounty for your corpse. We'll see about that. Damn! Good. Had him figured for NCR, one of the Rangers maybe. Anyway, speaking of the NCR, I need you to take a walk down to Prim. The NCR hasn't raised hell over our breakout, and I want to find out why. They're up to something, I could feel it. I know the NCR has troops near Prim, so talk to the locals and find out if any of those troops are going to be coming our way. Yeah, get out of here.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell. I might know something, but my memory ain't what it used to be. Sometimes it needs motivating. No need to get upset, youngster. We're all friends here. I swore not to say a word to no one, but an NCR deserter passed through some days ago and traded for supplies. According to him, the NCR has decided enough's enough, and is going to send in a mess of troops to take back the prison any day now. Yeah, bye.
Whoa! I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. If you want to talk about something, speak to Lieutenant Hayes. I'm from the hub originally, but it's been a long time since I saw it. I'm on my second tour here. Most non-commissioned officers are.
Sir. I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business? Military operations are classified information. I don't remember saying there was going to be an attack on the prison, waster. You've overstayed your welcome.
Sounds like they're already here. There's no way I'm letting them take me alive. There's no reason for you to stick around and help us, but feel free to kill a few of the bastards on your way out. Not half bad in a fight, are you? I figure you had a lot to do with me still breathing after all that. I don't have any more work for you, but feel free to stick around as long as you want. You never know when the NCR will be back.
What's going on? I did. The boys needed me here in case NCR came knocking. But after that ass-kicking we gave, I'll be surprised if they bother us again. Looking to have a ganger by your side, huh? Alright, I'm game. Let's go raise some hell. Well, spit it out then. I always could handle my iron, if that's what you're asking. I can also handle a stick of dynamite without us both getting blown up. I picked up some tips in lockup about doing things with a knife or a club, up close and personal too. Just don't expect me to try my hand at boxing. Back when I was a kid in the Angel's Boneyard, I used to be the tiniest gunman in the Mar. I would wreak havoc up and down that place. Put a pistol in my hand, I'll make the next wandering trader piss his pants. Put a machine gun in it, I'm taking down the whole goddamn NCR. At NCRF, actually. No joke. They had us busting out new paths for the rail lines and clearing rubble off ones from before the war. The idiots thought giving us dynamite would be the best way to do it. Fucking dumbass NCR. The breakout put an end to that, though. Oh, you should have been there. Cook got a small crew together, him and Eddie and some others, and planned the whole thing. All most of us had to do was stay out of trouble with the guards and wait. I didn't know any details, but when shit finally did pop off, it was obvious. Most of the staff ran for the hills. The warden saw through our good behavior bullshit, I think, so him and a few others stayed behind. I wasn't there when the boys finally cornered him, but I hear it was a hell of a party. Real cell block justice. The rest is history. We changing subjects now? The Angel's Boneyard back west. The NCR named it Los Angeles based on some ancient pre-war shit, but I never heard anyone calling it that growing up. It's a rough place, too many people and not enough work. There's factories and working salvage claims here and there, but only so many. I came up there in a place called the Mar. It was wrecked during the war, so nothing can grow. To most locals, it was no different than the wastes. Yeah, not that I've been in one. As a kid, flag-waving types would always brag the NCR Rangers patrol armor is made at the ones in the Angel's Boneyard. It's good paying work, at least from what I've heard, though shoveling Brahmin shit is probably still safer. Not really. I grew up on the streets. For all I know, my parents are dead. Not that I give a shit. When I was real young, I mostly survived by stealing. Then, when you get older in the Mar, the local big shots start noticing you. So that's when I gained up with the new Rippers. When it's like that for you, the gang becomes your family. So it felt like I had one for a while. Rough as it was. Not anymore, though. The new Rippers? What's to say? They saw a street kid with skills and welcomed him for the benefit of the whole unit. They were feral killers. The gang was modeled after some old group, pre-NCR. Our boss, New Tangler, even gave himself a robo-arm, since folks said the old Ripper's boss had one. We robbed, killed, even did cruel shit to folks to get our way. It was just how things were in the Mar. A way of life. Well, long story short, a senator's son ends up dead one day, and we get the army sent after us. I wasn't even old enough to grow a mustache. You some followers shrink? What happened next isn't shit I dwell on now. Why don't you show me somewhere cool? That's why I saddled up with you. You should see the other guy. He was some farmer's boy locked up for Brahmin theft who thought he could pocket chems from my secret stash. That wastoid was the first man I ever killed on the inside. So I never minded the fact that I'm down one eye as a reminder. It's like a trophy. And don't worry about it messing with my ability to fuck someone up. I can still tear up the waste like the best of them. I swear we've already talked about this shit, dude. But the charge the judge said when he sent me, a child, to prison was banditry. It means that I rolled with a gang that would waylay travelers and impede commerce or some shit. And us new Rippers did all that shit and more. Like being a slave, except you also have to worry about being murdered by your own guys while you sleep. I've worked on farms, in factories, name it. The cell blocks are where crime lords and gangs run the show. Some just tax you. Others do just about anything they want to those they see as weak. What, you think that the NCR can't keep guys in lockup from doing dirt? Bottle caps still spin on the inside, you know. Cook and Eddie were the big ones at NCRF out here. They teamed up for the breakout, but Cook went his own way after that. There's a lot of Reno gangs. They're constantly warring with each other on behalf of the Vangraffs or Rides or Bishops or whoever. The worst is the Slavers Guild. They brand themselves with their ancient symbol, and they'll do anything to anyone if there's caps in it. This is all back west, though. They don't let guys in that kind of scene do work release out in the Mojave. I guess they don't care about whether you had been gained up on the outside, because they let me come out here. Or maybe they just forgot about me. Go on. Sure. Hit me with your best shot. Nah, I don't think so. Why? What's this guy's deal? Oh, I understand. You and I are on a mission to smoke this guy. Sounds like a New Vegas type to me. We ought to stake out some of the casinos. It's almost too good to be true. Like a picture in the Captain Cosmos comic book or something. I still can't believe people actually live there. I hear they've got their own gangs, just like the ones in NCR in New Reno. Man, that must be the life. Oh yeah, and there's Mr. House, whoever he is. I know they run the casinos. There's this one group called the Omertas that are up to their gills in chems and ass. Sounds like a sweet gig. Legend has it that they used to all be full tribal before House showed up and did something to them that made them put their spears down. I know that the NCR doesn't like him all that much, so he can't be too bad. Not sure about the robot army or creepy tower, though. Are you serious? I can't even read and it's obvious to me. He has Vegas, and NCR can't see something like that without wanting it for themselves. If they come out on top of this damn bullshit, you just watch. They'll be trying to plant the two-headed bear on that place by the end of the year. And what would that be? Yeah, no shit. I don't take kindly to people who force me to live most of my life in a cage. Would you? Actually, I don't care about your answer. I came from NCR, the real NCR. The NCR where a kid like me could end up on the street with no one to look after him but thieves and murderers. When I was young in the Angel's Boneyard, I was hassled by plenty of do-gooder citizens who bought the Republic's unity bullshit. And for what? Even the civilized parts of the Boneyard are filled with beggars or lines of people waiting for free food from NCR City like Brahmin in a barn. As best I can tell, the whole thing is a scam, set up so that rich men can order us around and convince everyone else it was their idea. I don't know. I'm just an old street tough. I guess I'm used to having the toughest, meanest son of a bitch in charge. Keeps things simple that way. The only people I ever cared about were the gangers that raised me, and they're all dead now, thanks to NCR. Besides that, not really. There's guys I've met on the inside who are still back west, I guess, but unless they went religious with some cult, they'll tell you the same shit. Nah, not really. What god worth a damn would let us live in a place like this? You have some, though. Even in the Mar, we would get missionaries. A big group are the Christians. They pray to a baby or something. There's Hebology. Not sure what they believe, but it makes them a lot of caps. Some people say there's even shit the government won't let you worship. Like some super mutant god whose name I forget. Is this interview over soon? I can't tell you much. I know they come from out east and used to be all tribal like the gangs in New Vegas. I know they're fucking NCR up bad too. Their leader is this Caesar guy. I don't really know a lot about him, but he must be one tough son of a bitch to make the Republic this scared. That's pretty much it though. If they're putting troopers in the ground, they're fine by me, but I'd be down to see more of what they're about. All kinds of stuff. One story says he's part machine. Another one, I heard, says that he used to be some kind of cultist who tribals worship as a god. That's the one people would say on the inside, yeah? They say that he used to be sick, that he was cured by having some tech put in his brain. It's supposed to be some ancient pre-war medical shit. The story says it not only cured him, but made it so he lives forever. Crazy stuff, right? I heard that at least. The East has cults just like NCR does. Folks say one of them calls themselves the Moor Men, and Caesar was one of them. I don't remember the rest of the story. Something about surviving a fall into the Grand Canyon? That can't be possible, right? I don't know much about any of them. For a while there, I didn't really get out much, you know? But I've heard stuff. Even in lockup, I heard rumors. I know the followers are out here, preaching their bullshit. I've heard things about the Great Khans, too. Most of it pretty good, actually. Fuck those good-for-nothing prudes. I came up not a day's walk from their so-called amazing schools and hospitals. And look how I turned out. Oh, they act all nice, but they're really just trying to tell you what to do. They pretend they're better. They're sort of like the Republic that way. I don't even think they mean the shit they say. If they did, they'd be marching to NCR City to burn down some rich men's houses. But they're all talk. A pretty hard crew. Word is they used to kind of run the show around here before House showed up, civilized the place, then ran them out of Vegas. They had a good run raiding NCR caravans for a little while after that, till the Bitter Springs things went down. Word is they're out at Red Rock now. It's a place. The Khans lived there at some point, back when the Republic just started coming out here. They were a real thorn in NCR's side. Not sure what exactly happened there, just that the army kicked the Khans out and killed a bunch of them. Story always reminded me of my old gang. What would that be? Oh yeah? I must be making you look bad. You sure about this? If that's the way it's gotta be, don't expect me to beg to stick around.
Hail the People's Republic!